Hi everyone! Thank you all for liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. After reading a lot of your comments on the Defining LGBTQ video, I wanted to give a quick update. I made that video several years ago using the sources that I cited in the description. They're not perfect, and neither am I, so I wanted to address a few discrepancies in the video. First and foremost, I'm aware that the term bisexual is much broader than I defined in the original video, and the term still varies from person to person. Some people use it to mean attracted to both men and women, but many others use it to mean attracted to multiple genders, not just cis men and women, but trans and non-binary people as well. Either way, the term bisexual is much broader than the word itself might suggest. To clarify, bisexual is when someone is attracted to someone of their own sex or gender and other sexes or genders. Pansexual is when someone is attracted to others regardless of gender. Neither is transphobic, and pan does not exist to be broader or more inclusive because bi is not limited by the gender binary. Bisexual people simply have a gender preference, whereas pan people do not. Second, I apologize for leaving out aromantic, or people who experience little or no romantic attraction for others and have little to no desire for romantic relationships. That should have been the third A. Asexual, agender, and aromantic. And I know there are many other terms I didn't include in that video that have since been added to the LGBT alphabet. That's the nice thing about terms like queer and LGBT+. They include all terms related to gender, romantic, and sexual minorities, even the ones I missed. And the word queer doesn't have to be reserved for people who don't feel like they fit in any of the letters. It can also be used by people who simply reject the notion that they need to share any details about their gender or sexuality, or simply don't want to label it, no matter what letter they're a part of. Before we wrap things up, just a few quick nitpicks and clarifications. Trans man and trans woman are each two separate words. Sorry about that. Spelling was never my best subject in school. Transsexual is just one word, but it's not as commonly used. Also, if I ever use the terms men and women, that absolutely includes trans people. Trans men are men, and trans women are women. In addition to these binary terms, there are many non-binary terms under the trans umbrella, which I'll cover in another video. Two-spirit only applies to Native American people. My original definition wasn't super specific about that and made it seem like anyone could use it. It's a Native American term for Native American people. Intersex is broader than just ambiguous genitals. It includes people who have reproductive or sexual anatomy that does not fit the definitions for male or female for a variety of factors. Being asexual just means that you don't feel sexual attraction. It doesn't impact whether or not you feel romantic attraction. Asexual people can still identify as a specific orientation if they feel romantic attraction to a specific group of people. Or they may feel no romantic attraction either. And agender means that you have little or no personal connection with gender at all. Obviously, there are other genders you can identify as besides male and female. Finally, in regard to ally, whether or not that term is officially included in the LGBT+ alphabet, I want to make it clear that this channel is made in part by and for allies. I would not be where I am today without the support I've had from numerous cis-het allies, and I want this channel to be a space for them too, especially because many closeted LGBT+ people identify as allies before officially coming out. I identified as an ally for years before I came out. Either way, I believe it's an important term for people to know, and that's why I included it in the first place. All of these terms change and evolve over time, so 10 or 20 years from now, my videos might be obsolete, and that's totally okay. I hope they can still serve as tools for learning and starting conversations. Thank you all for watching and keeping me accountable. I love making these videos and want them to be the best they can be, so please like, comment, share, subscribe, watch carefully, and let me know when I miss something. Mistakes are how we learn.